Good evening, YouTube slop enjoyers. Hello, I am back again. If you've been on this channel before, or if not, hey, what's up? My name's Chris. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today, we're doing a little reaction to Streaming Makes Zero Sense. This seems like a very interesting topic for me because even though I am a streamer 3 days a week, by the way, third link in description, I don't really be watching streamers like that. Really, the only streamers that I watch are like Squeaks and Wilnef and Seer. That's pretty much the only people. Sometimes Atriarch, like those kind of people, right? Like, I just don't really get watching streams. And my friends, of course. But I don't really get watching streams. So I think this will be an interesting video to have a discussion about. I will leave the original video linked at the top of the description and the creator as well linked right up there. And then, like I said before, third link is my Twitch stream. I go live Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. When you're seeing this, I may still be doing my subathon, so feel free to stop in. It's 24/7 as long as, you know, we're doing pausing the timer when I sleep, all that fun jazz. So it'll be going for a while, so feel free to stop in if that's still a thing, or, you know, on Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday. Drop a like and a sub if you enjoy, and fair warning, I talk too much. All right, without further ado, let's get into it.
So full transparency, you guys, I've been putting off making this video for the longest time now because I didn't really want to sound like a mean person. And so I realized, why should I care how other people feel about what I say?
Okay.
I'm gonna just say it, and I'm bored.
Let that shit hang.
So yeah, I'm going to just be blunt about this when I say this, but if you watch live streams, I think you're a loser. Like, I'm sorry, but anytime...
Whoa. I really should have held this back and watched this when I was live to make fun of my Twitch chat. Holy shit.
I visualize somebody that watches live streams, I just picture a dude sitting down on their desk all day watching another person do something for like 7 hours straight. Like, no offense, but what is the difference between you and the fat motherfuckers from Wall-E? Like, I'm sorry if I'm being mean, but when you're sitting down on the desk, laid all the way back, eating popcorn off your belly button, watching Pokimane react to Jubilee videos all day, what else do you expect me to call you? Like, you're really trying to tell me that there are human beings, the same species as I am, that get back from an 8-hour shift working for Amazon and then spend the rest of their day spamming W's in Kai Cenat's chat and donating them their paycheck.
Dude, that is so real. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Sorry, I just realized that I also watch Doug. I think that's the biggest thing for me as somebody who consumes streams is I want to be watching somebody that is as charismatic as possible or has like a goal and objective set for their stream so it's entertaining. I don't want to watch somebody just, funny enough, even though I do this myself, but I try and do it in my own way, like just react or just play a game for so long. Like, the main thing that I do on my stream that I feel like makes me somewhat different than everyone else is I either try and have something insightful to share during commentary videos or like, you know, some sort of whatever, or I have something funny to say. That's like really what I've been trying to do. Also, recently I've been like changing up a lot in streams. So like I'll do like end up doing like 3 reactions, playing 4 different games, like all in one stream, just like boom, 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 like constantly changing, doing something different, keeping it interesting. Because to me, it doesn't really make sense for people that will just do like playthroughs of a game and just play the same game for like 8 hours on end, especially if you're not like in the top like 1% of skill level for those games. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me unless you're like going specifically for content. Like me personally, like I've been playing Valorant again, but not just like playing comp or something like that. Like I play Swift Plays and then I try and like talk to the people in the game and basically do like a form of like crowd work, like very like shitty, bad crowd work. But like I'll just talk to people and talk about their days and like try and make jokes and like make them laugh and shit. Like, I think that kind of stuff is interesting, but there are like a majority of streamers just get on and have no goal or plan. Sometimes I'll do like challenge videos. Like literally, hold on here. Let me show you inside of my OBS here since I'm a lazy piece of shit and I don't want to have to edit anything. Moonlighter, but death equals take a sip. Like I was doing a drinking challenge not too long ago where I got too wasted. But doing things like that, I think make things way better. Like, you know, the Doug flow, or even if you aren't trying to be like extra creative like that, like the Squeaks flow of just being funny, trying to like look for jokes anywhere you can find them, that kind of shit. I agree 100%, dude. It doesn't make sense. And again, even those streamers, I will max watch for an hour, maximum, and that's like pushing it. yeah, I think anybody, like, not to alienate anyone, and like, honestly, if that's your personality and that like gives you hits of dopamine, that's awesome, because my brain's stupid too. I play Madden franchise mode and I restart Madden franchises all the time and waste hours and hours of my life away. So, you know, me personally, I have my own things that like it doesn't make sense to some people. But yeah, for me, I get where this guy's coming from, because it's hard. I think there's also like a parasocial relationship to it, right? Which is where I think like smaller streamers are superior to, you know, larger streamers, because you can actually connect and feel like you're friends with people, which is an element that I like, or like, you know, have a sense of that feeling of like, oh yeah, like, you know, I know you and you're in my chat and we're gonna like basically hang out and play games and I'm gonna try and entertain you, right? But I think there are some streamers that like don't interact, bigger streamers that don't interact with chat, just do whatever they're doing, playing whatever game, like don't even acknowledge that they have a chat going on, and are boring. Like, don't add anything, like don't try and be entertaining, like they just play the game. Or even if they do, they aren't particularly charismatic. And I'm not even saying that about smaller streamers. It's I heard somebody say a little while ago that like Twitch is like a popularity contest, and for a while I was like, nah. But now that I think about it, I think it's really true. Like, if you get popping in some way, or like some other streamer co-signs you, then yeah, it's a popularity contest at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how good of a skill that you have. That doesn't mean that you'll instantly make it or even garner the recognition that you deserve. Now, I think if you utilize other platforms like YouTube eventually, but anyways, that's way too insider baseball. Sorry, that's a total tangent. Let's let this dude keep cooking.
Like, I'm sorry, but you're fucking pathetic. Like, this is why I always say that there are some people that just shouldn't have the privilege of spending money. Because
send them to the mines! Send them to the mines!
like, why are you a Pokimane tier 3 sub? My guy, you're 45. Like, there are some people out there that spend more money donating to millionaire streamers than on their own family. Like, there's just no way that you're a Homo sapien, man. You're either a troglodyte or a Neanderthal. You're
Yeah, dude, use half of your income on smaller streamers, people with 13 average viewers, you know, who stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, you know, that sometimes record videos offline to garner viewership, you know, to their Twitch stream, you know, because you're like a normal, well-adjusted adult, or just, you know, upload their Twitch stream content, because I know not everybody has time to watch a whole Twitch stream, you know. Thinks that I'm a quirky, you know, a little quirky, I'm a little insightful, you know, whatever.
They're either one, but I know for a fact you cannot be the same species as me. Like, I don't care if it's mean to say. I think it's an objective truth. And look, I'm not trying to shame you for your hobby. If you want to watch live streams, then watch live streams.
Yeah.
You get entertainment from
I was
that.
gonna say, if that gives you the dopamine hit, then yeah, dude. Yeah, yo, turn up one time. I literally, if I'm here like saying like, yeah, you're a total loser for watching streams, I'm alienating everyone that indulges in my streams, dude. And I don't want to do that. And I don't, you know, I wouldn't want to do that. I think anybody that finds joy in whatever it is, I don't want to yick anyone's yum. But I do get where this guy's coming from as well, is like, why are you giving money to millionaires and why are you spending so much time hanging out with them? Again, for me personally, that's why I think like basically anyone that's like, I mean, even, you know, there's some streamers, again, like Squeaks and Seer that do it well of like reading chat, or even like Doug, I think does a good job of like interacting with chat and stuff. But there's some streamers that don't do that. But I think like the sub like 500 viewer streamer is my person that is like actually entertaining and tries to interact with their chat, or just like does things to really be an entertaining individual, is where it's at. I think he's 100% right. If you're spending hours and hours and hours giving money to millionaires and trying to interact but not actually getting any like connection, yeah, dude, I think it's questionable. I mean, you know, whatever. Again, don't let me get your yum. If that makes you happy, hell yeah. But I just personally, that's not like my vibe.
Then do whatever you want. But like, for me, I just have never been able to fully understand just the entire concept around streaming. Like, I've considered getting into streaming, but I just can't do it because it entirely goes against my morals. Because here's the thing, I would never watch a live stream for more than like 2 hours. So why would I want people to watch me do something for 4 hours? I just couldn't do it. Like, dog, why are you sitting here watching me play Papa's Freezeria for 3 hours? Go outside, go work out, do something, man. Like, the other thing about streaming is that I feel like it inherently relies on unemployed people. Like, I don't care what any of you guys say. The top 50 streamers in the world right now, at least half of all of their fan bases revolve entirely around unemployed people. Like, no offense, but I refuse to believe that there are
Hey, we love our unemployed brethren. Is that right? Yo, dab me up, unemployers out there. Unemployment enjoyers. Dab me the hell up, man. Yeah, dude, no, that is real. That is, or like, really the only other way to get viewership, if it's not someone who's unemployed or like, you know, young and don't have responsibilities, is lurkers, which, you know, shout out lurkers for that shit. That's basically what I am. Basically, like, most times I will have like 5 streams up of like friend streams, and I'll just be lurking in them, and I like click through them sometimes and like check out what's going on and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, yeah. Again, that's him talking about like watching somebody for long periods. Again, that's why I've been like trying to switch things up, or again, just try and be entertaining, because I think, you know, there's already people doing like Let's Plays on YouTube that are way more digestible, and you don't have to be there in the moment, you know? So that, again, that's like, you want to be constantly, if you're trying to be a Twitch streamer, you want to be constantly trying to like push like the edge, or push the envelope. I've been watching like a shit ton of stand-up comedians, because I'm like, okay, let me see how these guys maneuver. Let me get shit ruminating in my brain, you know?
people out there that have salaries, jobs, and a pension that sit down and watch Cinna react to Reddit posts. Like, no, those are all teenagers or people that live with their mom. Like, that's why I couldn't do it. I wouldn't feel okay with people wasting their time watching me. The other thing, too, is I hate donations. I hate people donating money to me so that I could survive. Does that not just sound like e-homelessness to you? Like, what's the difference between a streamer getting gifted $5 because they played their favorite game or something versus a homeless crackhead on the street getting donated $5 because they sang a really good song?
I was gonna say they played a little ditty, like that one scene in oh my god, I'm blanking on the name. It's by the same people who did Heavy Rain. Oh my god. Beyond Two Souls, where she's playing the guitar and then she's like getting money, and then they have enough money to pay for everybody's food. Yeah, literally. No, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, I will say the thing is, like, donation culture, like just raw donation culture, has been kind of killed on Twitch because Twitch wants to get their grubby little hands into it. So now they have like cheers and gifted subs and stuff like that. So that's like less of a thing, but still it is a thing, you know, subs and stuff. That's why I personally, like, I realized that if I want to do content creation as like a portion of my occupation, right, I need to monetize it, but I wanted to make it like super affordable. So I have a Patreon that is $1 a month, and I always try and put at least one video on there a week. Right now I got a bunch uploading because we're about to be, well, I was in the subathon until, long story, but we're about to be in a subathon. So I like basically scheduled like, I think like 13 videos in 20 days to make sure that if anybody bought, even if they were just trying to boost the subathon timer, because I gave it the option of like 30 extra minutes if you grab a Patreon membership, I wanted to make sure it was worth their money. And I think, like, you know, sometimes streamers get a fuck ton of money for not really doing anything special on stream. Like, you aren't really giving these people a service that they can't get anywhere else. That's why, again, Patreon, I wanted to make it so that I can then support myself, but also people receive a product that they weren't going to get before. You know, if they really fuck with me, then it's not going to hurt their pockets that much to put $1 a month in to my virtual fucking hat that I'm holding out, right? For them to then get extra content from me.
Actually, there is one difference. By me giving money to the homeless dude, it's actually going to a good cause. That's the other thing that I hate about streamers, you guys. Why?
They're gonna buy a Ferrari with it.
Do we voluntarily donate money to millionaires? Why are we donating money to Kai Cenat? You're pouring water into the ocean. Like, again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money, but like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, supposedly we live in a society where we despise rich people. We need to eat the rich. The rich suck. Yet we donate to millionaires and rich people every day. Like, this is why the word parasocial was created, okay? Because parasocial is quite literally the best way to describe a lot of these people on the internet. There are some people out there that for real give these streamers money just so they can get recognized by them. Do you know how insane that is? That is diamond prestige level cock gobbling, bro. Like, you will never ever catch me doing some shit like that. I will never donate money to any other person except me or a charity. Like, I barely tip at restaurants. What makes you think I'm gonna give money to streamers? The thing that I don't get about streaming is the content side of it. How do people genuinely sit down and watch somebody do something for 6 hours. I don't know how you guys have the patience for.
I don't know how people, okay, sorry, I'm not trying to like single out like basically a group of people. I don't know how people watch, and that's why I like always try and do something like extra with it. I don't know how people watch people play like multiplayer like shooter games and stuff like that. Like for hours on like Fortnite or Valorant. Like I love Valorant, but like I couldn't watch somebody play Valorant for more than like a match or two on a stream without getting bored, you know? Or you know, any games like that. Like it doesn't make sense. Like I get some story games. Like if people really like the story games, then that makes sense to me. Like, okay, you're watching, you enjoy this person's like, you know, charisma, and you think they're like funny or entertaining, and you're watching them play Let's Play of a game. Okay, I kind of get that, like watching hours and hours on end. But it's like, if this person's just playing like slop over and over again, like I played Among Us for a while, and I didn't understand why people would want to watch me play Among Us, to be honest. Especially it was just like with viewers, but a lot of it was just people wanting to play with a streamer. But yeah, I was like, I don't know why people are watching me do this. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I kept doing it because it worked. And I didn't absolutely hate it, but yeah, it's like it's the same thing over and over again, pretty much.
For that, because like anytime I've actually watched a live stream, only like 1 hour of those 7 hours is the person actually doing anything meaningful. The other 6 hours, you might as well just be watching a wall of paint dry because they're literally doing nothing. Like this is what streamers look like 90% of the time they're on stream. Yo, Big Willy Nilly, thanks for the $500. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is entertaining for you guys? Ain't no fucking way. Like, you are basically taking time out of your day to watch unedited content. That is unskippable, by the way. Like, you can't even skip through that bitch. You gotta sit there and actively let it play through. And keep in mind, while this is all happening, you gotta watch 2 unskippable 30-second ads.
Yes, literally. Dude, I hate the fact, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do this, and I don't know if this is technically, it shouldn't, I don't think it would break a TOS of anyway, but I want to put my stream, I want to multi-stream because Patreon is about to release streaming. I want to multi-stream to Twitch and Patreon, and then have Patreon build in the Twitch chat, so you can still use the Twitch chat, but watch the stream, right? So that you don't have to give Twitch $6 where I, I mean, I say I, but people start doing this, where the streamer only gets like $2.30 out of the $6, just so you don't have to watch ads. Like, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna lowball them and then get, almost half of that money to me, dude, because, Patreon's not a fucking totally evil company. Yeah, dude, it's so fucking annoying. And yeah, I agree with that so much. Again, this is like my whole thesis on like Squeaks type streamers that are constantly like trying to entertain you instead of just like sitting there like playing a game or some shit like that, dude.
Every 3 minutes. Like, y'all enjoy this shit? Like, I swear to God, we live in a simulation. Like, I genuinely feel like so many of you guys force yourself into liking watching streamers, man. Because there's no way you guys genuinely enjoy this stuff. Like, how is that?
I think it's an acquired taste. It's like heavier music. Like, you kind of have to get an acquired taste where you got to get used to it.
Not frustrating for you guys. Like, I could not imagine watching like a streamer do gameplay and then this dude is pausing multiple times to talk to the chat. Like, bro, play the goddamn game. Like, I would get so pissed. So all these things just made me question.
I am guilty of that. Sometimes I'll be pausing. I'll be playing a game. I'll be like, hold on. Yo, what's up, chat?
Question and wonder, how is streaming bigger than YouTube right now? How are all the biggest influencers streamers? And so I finally sat down and realized why streaming is the next big thing. It's because more people are unemployed than usual. Like, we live in a time now where it is the best thing to be unemployed. Because like today, when you're unemployed, you can watch all these cool shows and anime shows. You can read manga. You can play video games, watch live streams, watch YouTube, scroll social media. You do all this stuff, man. Back in like the 50s, if you didn't have a job,
you're chalked.
It's like,
yeah,
what
you're
did
chalked.
you do when you're unemployed? Go to the bar? There's only so many times you can go to the bar, man. Like,
I think the reason why these like bigger streamers are like some of the biggest names in entertainment, like I'm thinking like Kai Cenat, Speed, like those type of people, is because they are basically building their streams for it to be either clipped and then put on other social media or for like YouTube content, right? So they're basically like curating content live. So they like, it's not so much that streaming itself is what made them popular. It's the fact that they are the virality of what they're doing on that stream a lot of times, which is why a lot of like gameplay streamers aren't as popular. I mean, Speed was kind of like a gameplay streamer there for a while, but he was doing all sorts of different stuff.
Like, that's why people back in the 50s had double lives, because shit was so fucking boring back then. They just did whatever to make life interesting. Like, something you guys gotta realize is that all these people that are watching a Pokemon stream now, if this was like the 1930s, they'd be like lined up in soup kitchens and shit. Like, they wouldn't be sitting down on a computer screen watching Pokemon Shaker BBL, bro. Like, nobody is there to watch that shit. They need to make money to survive. There should be a streamer that helps their viewers find jobs. Honestly, I don't think that would work, because
Didn't Trainwrecks kind of do that? Like he had like a whole like mental health like thing, and like I think I want to say, I don't know if he help people get employed though. I think streamers should help their viewers do Indeed speedrun. Yeah, we doing a speedrun getting you a job, my boy. Let's look at this let's look at this application, dude.
like, honestly, why would you even want to be employed? Like, all the stuff you can do while being a bum is awesome. Like, there is somebody out there right now that genuinely believes that their purpose in life is to donate money to Ninja and subscribe to Sophie Rain's OnlyFans. Like, I feel so bad for that person's parents and their
Yeah,
ancestors,
they're cooked.
man. I know for a fact they're looking at this dude just in pure disappointment.
They're like, you're bringing 10 generations worth of shame to our family name right now, man. Figure it the fuck out.
Like, I know this is gonna sound harsh, you guys, but I don't care. If my son or daughter ever becomes like a tier 3 sub of any streamer, I'm disowning him. I don't give a fuck. He's getting cut off the family tree. And also, I failed as a father, because like, if I'm not doing my job as a father and making them have lives and hobbies and jobs and goals, they will not be sitting down watching fucking Kai Cenat. I will make sure that they have friends, they have hobbies, they have goals, they have jobs. I'm making sure that shit happens. Like, I'll be damned if my son ever watches a fucking Amaranth stream, bro. I'd rather die.
Oh, Amaranth stream, the 20 hours of her and her husband yelling at each other? Yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure, bro.
Like, I am making sure my semen is not wasted, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, dog, I've been sitting in this chair for like 15 minutes now, and I already feel like crap. How do people do this for 7 hours? Like, that's what I mean, guys. Like, these people that watch streamers got the Jabba the Hutt build, just sinking into the chair and shit. And also, I don't care if I am insulting some of these streamers, because in my opinion, streamers nowadays are like the most unpersonable people that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, they are so fake, dude. It's so obvious, man. Like, I've started to realize anytime I've seen any of these streams.
This is me nihilistically watching a streamer. They fucking hate me. They fucking hate all of their chat. They're just doing it for the money, which I'm sure is true for some streamers.
Or any of these streamer clips, it's all business. There's no friendship in the streamer industry. They are all competing with each other, and they all hate each other. Like, bro, I've looked at the top 10 streamers on.
I don't think they all particularly hate each other, at least not all of them, but I think there is definitely like, okay, I have my community of like streamer friends, and we don't particularly like that community of like streamer friends. Like, this is my group. We don't like your group. I think Cutie Cinderella does a good job though of like trying to bridge communities and like make people overall fuck with each other more, even though that hasn't been a thing on Twitch. I do think, like, from what I've seen, it's like actually genuine. Like, she's actually just trying to like make streamers be friends and be somewhat normal and not totally like antisocial freaks.
On Twitch, they all have the personality of a fucking Trojan condom. Like, they're fucking transparent and slimy as hell. Like, they're the type of content creators that I personally despise the most. Like, to me, it's obvious that they're all about the money and the fame. They aren't there for the people. And like the other—
Dude, I was talking about this earlier because I was recording a video talking about a drama that was going on. And it's like these people get to a certain point and they feel like they're invulnerable to like accountability. Like they don't take accountability ever. It's so crazy to me. It's not even like streaming particularly, but like overall content creation as a whole. Like, these people feel like they get like ascend to godlyhood or something. It's insane, bro.
The thing about streaming too is that it's just not about the people that watch streamers are losers. Streamers are also losers too. Like, why do we have
Case in point.
people dropping out of college to apply for Kai Cenat's streamer university.
I thought he was gonna say like dropping out the stream, and I was like, well, because they realistically, if you're like the top percentile, you can make fuck you money. So like I kind of get it, right? If you're gonna get like fuck you money and then jump back into college once you're done getting fuck you money. But yeah, I'm with this. Yeah,
I am going to be dropping out of college live on stream in front of y'all to pursue my talents to be able to attempt to enroll into Kai Cenat's university. This is literally me in school. Like, this is no troll shit. Like, I'm withdrawn. Oh, hell.
Is that a 2.3?
Hell yeah, I'm withdrawn. So here we are.
Was that a 2. I mean, it's blurry as fuck. Was it 2.3 GPA? Hey, brother, listen, you're not you're not dropping out of college, bro. You're taking your talents elsewhere at this point, my man. Your talents, bro.
Let me make sure I'm not leaking nothing again, bro. No, and I officially dropped out of Georgia State University. I have officially withdrawn. So you're telling me you dropped out for 1 week of Kai Cenat school and you didn't wait to know it was guaranteed before you dropped out? Yeah, gang, that's literally what I did. It ain't a guarantee, it's a risk. And for that reason, I was willing to take that risk.
Yeah,
regardless
gang.
if I get in or not, that's a part of the process. If anything, if I don't get in, it'll motivate me more.
Like you're fucking cooked. Like just fire up those grills, my boy, because at this point you're about to be a D1 grill master for fucking Burger King. This cannot be the timeline that we are in.
That is rough. That's rough. I mean, you know, a certain point respect, but also, oh man, dude. I don't know. You know, that's, you know, a lot of people, you have to be delusional to be successful, but there's like a difference between like being delusional enough that you believe that like it's gonna work out at some point and like be like making yourself successful in other ways so that you can support yourself, right? And then being delusional that you completely fuck up your life.
Right? What the fuck is going on? Could you imagine being this bum-ass motherfucker's parents? They worked their ass off to send you to fucking college, and you decided to throw it all away so you could apply to be a streamer at Streamer University. You don't even know if you're getting accepted.
Yeah.
You could just stay in college and still give the application. Why the fuck are we dropping out? You are fucked. Like, there's no better way.
Well, because bro has a 2.3 GPA. they were gonna say, no, you're good, bro. Nah, hey, bro, hit community college. We don't want you here no more at Georgia State or wherever the fuck he was.
To say it, F-U-C-K-E-D. Fucked. Like, you got bent over and fucked. That is what happened to you. I pray to God that it works out for him, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna see him on the streets on the highway, man. Like, how is this not sad for you guys? There are people throwing away their higher education to be a fucking streamer. Like, don't get me wrong.
Well, what was the degree he was going for? Was he going for English? You know, maybe he's not throwing away much.
Pursue your dreams, but like, you can still pursue your dreams while having a degree. Like, here's something that I've started to realize is a really huge problem.
I mean, not that I have a degree, but there was no point in my life where I was like, yeah, the things that I want to do require a degree, or like the things that I want to try and succeed at require a degree. So
if your hobby is live streaming, it's almost impossible to moderate, because like being able to moderately watch live streams is like, okay, I'm gonna watch this stream for like 1 or 2 hours. But like, when you think about it, why would you even do that? Like, okay, I'm gonna watch somebody do something halfway and then just gonna leave. Like, what? Like, no, you're gonna want to watch the whole thing. You want to watch the whole stream, the whole gameplay. So like, I can understand why people spend 8 hours sitting down on a chair watching somebody play RuneScape or something, because it's like watching a YouTube video halfway and leaving. Like, why would you do that? You're just weird. And I don't think it takes a genius to tell you that sitting down for 8 hours straight is not healthy. Like, that self-control aspect is really hard to manage for somebody that genuinely finds relaxation from watching a Twitch stream. Like, who knows? Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I'm just...
Yeah, you are, buddy.
The crazy one yelling at the clouds, not knowing what I'm talking about. But look, that's my opinion. And if you don't agree with it, fuck you. I don't know, dude. But whether you're a YouTuber, a TikToker, a Twitch streamer, or, you know, someone that posts on Instagram, I can somewhat respect the craft because I know there's at least some inherent part of you that enjoys entertaining others, which I can respect. I may not be able to fully agree with some of these content creators from a viewer standpoint.
Right.
I respect them from a content creator
Right.
standpoint.
No, that's real as hell.
Except, obviously, all the bad ones, like Jack Doherty and
Right,
Neon and
right,
shit. I feel
right.
like I should have to
Yeah.
say that, but it's
Blow them up.
implied.
They're Among
Anyways,
Us.
guys, it's going to wrap up this video. If you like this video, please
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. No, good. I think that was a good video, good discussion. Yeah, I think like watching bigger streamers for me again just doesn't. I mean, like I'll watch some bigger streamers from time to time, like straight up every now and then I'll watch a fucking Pokemon stream because I think overall it's like somewhat entertaining, right? Again, like I guess you could consider Squeaks and like Doug also big streamers and stuff. But I'm not going to watch them for 8 hours. I'm not going to watch them for 2 hours. I'm going to watch like 30 minutes to an hour max and move on. I don't think watching people like that a shit ton or like trying to give them money to get their attention is really a particularly useful thing. You know, I think it comes down to, are you doing this just straight up for dopamine, or are you doing this out of like what's gonna be best for you in life? Like literally I don't really be watching that much shit other than YouTube as well, like just because I'm like doing stuff. Like my brain I feel like is wired to like want to get stuff done, so I can't like devote time like that to watching things, or at least not right now where I'm at in life. I think that's where it comes down to like liking interacting with like smaller streamers and shit, because it does feel like pretty much you're talking to that person, you're hanging out. That's the reason why I like hang out in my friend streams. It's because like I can talk to them one-on-one and it feels like, you know, a friendship, literally. But yeah, I think watching bigger streamers for 8 hours a day that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Or not even 8 hours a day, but like 4 or 5 hours a day. That's like a lot, man. I never understood why someone would watch a 6-hour unedited stream instead of a 10-minute well-edited video on the same topic / game. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I personally, you know, this is kind of a hot take, I guess, and I already like talked about it a lot in a video that I made earlier, but I think the like Mr. Beastification of YouTube has been problematic, like retention editing and shit, and I think that like more unedited, or like not unedited but uncut videos are a good thing depending on what type of an audience you're trying to garner. But I do agree, is like, why would you watch 6 hours unedited stream, like where you don't know when this is gonna happen, you can't skip ahead at all, instead of just watching a YouTube video on it? That's why I upload mostly everything that I do on my Twitch stream to YouTube, so that if somebody doesn't want to sit through the stream, or somebody can't make the stream, or if there's an entire audience on YouTube that would rather just watch it and be able to like skip through if there's a boring part or whatever, then they have that option, you know? Sometimes I try to see how people watch a stream 5+ hours daily. These are straight NPCs. They exist to be a number. Damn, bro. Yeah, again, I think if you're watching like a big streamer like that, yeah, you are NPC type shit. And maybe I'm just like defending my viewership because I fuck with them by being like, no, dude, it's like different with smaller streamers. But I mean, I don't know. That's my honest opinion from my own experience with shit. Like, there's no way that I could personally watch a bigger streamer, but I think if there was like a smaller streamer that I really connected with, like, and like identified with like the way that they stream and I think they're entertaining and shit, then I could kind of see that, to be able to interact with them back and forth. And the thing is, most streamers are incredibly boring or act like animals for small shit, like somebody else's shoes coming untied. Yes, that is true. I think, again, that's the big thing, is like, low key, sometimes it really is just a popularity contest on Twitch, and people just watch big streamers because they're the biggest streamers, and they aren't even particularly entertaining, which is annoying, bro. It's annoying. I don't like the fact that it's like a popularity contest. Donations to XQC is wild, in my opinion. That, yes, literally. I feel like streaming is entertaining when you find the right people. Like, small streamers can be good and people can be entertaining. Yes. Again, literally, my examples of like the entertaining streamers that I watch: Squeaks, Seer, Doug. Like, those are the ones that I would actually watch somewhat like an hour's worth of. Because they actually like really try to be entertaining, or they have like goals set on stream and that kind of stuff, you know? Or A-Track too. Pouring water into ocean perfectly describes his donation fan base. Yeah, absolutely. I can't understand it for big streamers. However, I can understand when you watch a smaller streamers, they interact and care about your view. The famous ones lose that aspect. Great video as always, King. Yeah, I agree with that so much, dude. Like literally like lurkers, like somebody lurking my stream, like, and like if they're like, hey, I'm lurking, like I genuinely appreciate that person a ton because they actually help like boost my stream up and like help more people find it that like I can interact with. That's a big thing for me. Is like I'm not trying to create a humongous following. Like I don't want millions of subscribers or thousands and thousands of viewers, which, you know, lucky for me because I'm not that entertaining. But I just want like a dedicated group of people that will watch my content and I can like interact with and have conversations with or make them laugh or that type of thing. But yeah, I think this is a really good, healthy discussion about this type of shit. I mean, you know, he was adding a lot of comedy too, which is awesome because I feel like I had no funny fucking jokes to make during this because I was like, you know, you're like, this is how I feel about this. But yeah, dude, I hope you all enjoyed. If you watched this far, comment. I don't know, dude. 6-hour unedited stream, and let me know that you watched this far. Anyways, again, hope you enjoyed. Drop a like and a sub. Feel free to swing by stream sometime. I'm live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays most weeks. And yeah, have an amazing rest of your days, nights. Oh, bye-bye.